If you found this video, it wasn't by accident. There's a message here for you. And this message here for the collective is coming through clearly. Many of us have been entering in a season where dreams are becoming louder, synchronicities are becoming louder and more specific and more symbolic because your subconscious mind and your soul are trying to integrate on a major spiritual shift. You may notice specific times appearing in dreams or just any time, repeating numbers that all reduce down to 7. Visions involving water, movement, or emotional cleansing. See, lately, since I have been channeling this, I have had this scratchiness in my throat. So some of you may be having the same scratchiness, or there may be some type of attack or clearing, more so a clearing now, because I feel like in the past you may have had an attack to your throat chakra. And it seems like now that your body is integrating, you're now going through a throat chakra cleansing, clearing. You might be also having images of your past lives, or and the collective that I'm talking to, this is a collective of earth angels. This is a collective of God's chosen ones. This is a collective of people that have a mission. You have a purpose. You came here on a mission. And so, with that being said, you might be also having some upgrades to your sudden knowing, intuitive knowing, your intuition, your clairs, your gifting, or you might be also experiencing new gifts. And this is happening because you're moving through a phase called spiritual integration. When old cycles close out, new identities step in, and your intuition begins to speak faster and clearer than before. You might be also seeing numbers like 1222, 1128, 8222, 369, 1010, 334, or 134. These numbers showing up signify completion, divine alignment, prophetic awakening, acceleration, clarity, and preparation for your next phase. As I was channeling the last 3, 4 days, I was getting a lot of symbolism around water. So you may live around water. Um, you may be going through an emotional cleansing. You may have just recently um, had a very strong emotion to something that you may not even understand why you have this strong emotion. I'm also getting channels about parental figures, inner child healing, um, mother wounds. And what I'm getting from this is you've you've done some type of release. You've you've cleared something in your bloodline. Something that you've been going through in the last 3 to 6 months has given you, yes, I'm getting chills all over my body. It's like your ancestors are so proud of you. You cleared something in your bloodline that helps your ancestors on the other side. And ancestors want to come through strongly in this reading. I was also getting a lot of imagery about pyramids and the desert and um, ancient cultures like Hebrew, Islam, Egyptian. And if you're listening to this reading and you resonate um with any of those ancient cultures, then this message is for you. And it means you're tapping into ancestral memory and past life knowledge. And that particular knowledge is becoming relevant now. And that's why your ancestors want to come through in this reading really heavy, because they want you to want to, throat chakra clearing. Okay. They do not want me to get this message out, but I am going to get this message out. Now, your ancestors want you to know that they are helping you on this journey. They are with you now. And that's why you're getting a lot of um, these feelings around your past life. I was also I was also channeling a lot of numbers that reduced down to 9. I did actually see a specific sequence. So this might be for somebody specific. I seen a specific sequence that was 9, 18, 9. And how it came up in my mind's eye, it represented the end of an old chapter and a karmic clearing, with that 18 being there. And 18 might be significant. Some of you might have been going through some childhood emotional trauma or some type of ancestral generational trauma since you were a young child, or it's something about 18 is significant here. Um and that's why I got the sequence of 9, 18, 9, meaning the end of an old chapter, karmic clearing, and a rebirth of you stepping into your new beginning, you stepping into your new role, you're stepping into what God has purpose for you. Now, the overall message here is simple. Your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, source is preparing you. You are being divinely guided. And I know you probably went through a lot of things this year where you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on with me? What is happening to me? But this is a message of confirmation that you are being divinely guided on your journey here. Bursts of confirmation. And they are confirming that a major cycle has ended. And so the new version of you can rise. And I've been having visions of someone who astro travels, and whoever I'm speaking to, you astro travel, okay? And this is the reason why, whether you consciously know this or not, this, whatever you are doing in the astral realm, this is what is continuously helping your bloodline rise. It's recalibrating your bloodline. It's recalibrating where you are meant to be in this life. It is giving you access to this new portal that is opening up for you to step into. Thank you, Spirit. Now, for the collective, we're going to ask Spirit, what is this integration preparing us for? So, I am going to pull some cards here. Spirit. Whoa. Nope. I don't want it like that, Spirit. Benevolent source, Holy Spirit, archangels, angels, ancestors of the highest light and truth, surround me, the collective, and the message with your love, protection, and provision. Let the truth from the shadow be revealed as I speak and as I channel. Let the truth be clear as fresh water. Let no spirit interfere unless it's for the highest good of all. I honor the gift of shining light in the darkness, and so it is. Spirit wants me to look at the bottom. Rest. So we got the four swords here. And that just tells me what you have been doing. You have been resting. You have been meditating. You have been contemplating. You have been doing whatever you're doing right now. You have been doing this in a place of solitude. You've been in hermit mode. And Spirit is now wanting you to know that it's okay to come out. It's okay to come out. What else, Spirit? Yes. I feel like we got the Eight of Cups here, and I feel like this is where you were. And I feel like this is the reason why you may be afraid to come out because of past disappointment. I'm speaking to a collective that has dealt with a lot of abandonment wounds. Um, and hermit mode became your way to protect yourself at one point. And now the very walls, and some of you have already experienced this because of being in hermit mode and because of the abandonment wounds and the childhood trauma that you have faced, that put a shield around your heart. And or you could have consciously put the shield around your heart because you're tired of people hurting you. And I get that, I understand that, I resonate with that very heavy. And so Spirit is, oh, speaking to me right now, and I'm seeing this, the Four of Swords and then the Eight of Cups here reducing down to 12, which also then reduces down to 3, which talks about connection. So you are divinely connected to the Most High. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. What else here? Got the King of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Speak to me, Spirit. What I'm getting here is that you are about to be self-made. You are about to be self-made. Yes, the Page of Pentacles. You have an opportunity here. You have an opportunity here. Let me get some more for this Page of Pentacles here, Spirit, please and thank you. Woo, whatever this opportunity is, it is coming in fast. Hmm. We have the 7 out here again. God is doing this. God is doing this. God is bringing something in fast for you. What are you bringing in here for the collective? New ideas, new ways of communicating. Mm. With the Page of Swords here, I feel like this has something to do with your communication, the way you speak. You may be, I see, first of all, I see a lot of yellow here. God is making it very clear that you are abundant. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are an abundant soul. You are an abundant soul, and whatever you've been going through in your life, it has made you feel like you are not abundant. Clarify this page of swords here, Spirit, please, and thank you. Yes, I feel like, I feel like whatever you have been talking to God about, whatever God has shown you about who you are, about your mind, about your abundance, about the way that you have been progressing in your emotional healing, you have accepted this. You have accepted it. You're finding peace with it. A lot of you have forgiven yourself for not, because a lot of you have figured out that your intuition, the way that you have been connected to the Most High God, is strong. And this year, God has shown you how connected, how strong of a foundation that you have built. And for a lot of you, this has been from childhood where you were connected to the Most High and you didn't even know it. You didn't even put two and two together. That you didn't need to go through anybody. All you needed to go to was the source. Okay? And God has shown you that to the point where it can be scary. But I feel like you've accepted that and you've forgiven yourself for past situations where you didn't trust your intuition. The hangman in reverse. You got that clarity that you needed. You got that clarity that you needed because you accepted who you are. Where are we going next, Spirit? What cycle is closing here, Spirit? Please and thank you. What's at the bottom? Desire. I feel like your desire to be overwhelmed because I feel like you're such an intellectual person that a lot of this has been overwhelming for you because it's been a lot to process, right? This has been a lot to process something that you already know. So it's this remembering of who you are, which makes sense why I laid this right underneath rest here. because God is emphasizing here the need to rest. And a lot of you have already been getting that all this year. Rest, rest, rest. But the need to rest is directly linked to your ability to be who you are. Because if you are overwhelmed, then you can't serve the purpose that God has meant for you. You can't serve the purpose that God is preparing you for. Hey, what else here, Spirit? Okay, so I'm getting two things here. The reason why it's taking you so long, some of you, to move on this is because whatever idea that you and God have been discussing, you feel like and content creation is coming up right now. Um Something about a niche is coming up right now. You maybe feel like your niche, what you do, is too saturated. But I'm here to tell you, baby, don't nobody do it like you. Hmm. And God is showing me right here, because the flip side of this card here, which that's what I'm going to flip it to, because that's what resonates the most here in this reading. I feel like this disappointment is past energy, and this disappointment has to do with this rivalry, this competition, this thing. People have been in competition with you. They have seen who you are. They've seen what you can do. And then you just here being who you are. You're not doing too much. You just being who you are. And that caused them to have this competitive nature with you. And whole time you ain't doing nothing but competing with you. You ain't doing nothing but competing with you. You trying to outrun who you was yesterday. So God is showing me nobody can do it like you. And Spirit is also saying here, whatever God has asked you to do, you don't need to wait until it's perfect. Because once you jump in there, the bottom of this card says healthy competition is driving you to improve. When you jump in there, you're going to continue to improve. It's a part of the process. There's no more waiting to be all of who you think you can be, right? Okay, give me some more here, Spirit. Okay, I got the adventure card here. You are ready to embrace you are ready to embrace new adventures, stepping out of your comfort zone to explore the unknown with courage and excitement. That might be for another channel. Okay. So yeah, that's why spirit had you in this rest mode, this contemplating mode, because you were getting ready for this adventure you about to take. And a lot of this is has to do with astro traveling. You've been in a place with spirit in solitude. You've been speaking with that spirit on the mountain here. Because in this card, you like, you like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave all this right here and I'm gonna go towards the mountain where God is calling me to. Okay? I'm gonna leave all this right here. I'm just gonna go a walk. And the thing about it is I feel so much weight on that. So I'm not even going past that. I'm not going to take that for granted. I feel like that's what was kind of putting a hold on this process, because what you were leaving behind, that that was tough. That's 8 cups. And for some of you, a lot of it came with a lot of emotional baggage. So it got to the point where you was like, you know what? Um, is this feeding me in the right way? Is this practical for where I'm going? Should I be feeling this way about my life? About the people around me? Should there be competition? Okay. Give me some more here, spirit. Competition. Okay. And what I'm also getting here with the Eight of Cups and the King of Pentacles in reverse in this competition, I feel like at some point you might have been like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get in a race. Let me go ahead and compete with these people that's in my life that keep feeling like I'm a threat, keep feeling like, keep projecting all these things onto me, right? And that might have put you in a place of like material loss. And that also might have put you in a place that inadvertently made you feel like, okay, well, I just got to get to this money and keep my head down. But see, I feel like with the inspiration card here, a lot of you started to get into this creative flow after you felt like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave all the competition. Then you realize that you were acting in a manner that really ain't you with this King of Pentacles in reverse. Because what you really are, you're really abundant. You're really prosperous. You're really the type of person that will give the clothes off your back. So you realize that ain't who you really are. And it took the walking away, this competition, this jealousy, this unnecessary projections people was causing onto you. It took for you to realize that I've been operating outside of alignment. with who I actually am. So God gave you an opportunity with this page of pentacles here. It's almost like a reset, inspiration. What else does the collective need to know here, Spirit? Yes, this is your breakthrough. Something is about to break through for you. God is about to. This new opportunity, whatever you and God have been doing thus far. And look at this breakthrough. This breakthrough is coming with a celebration. Look at all these people on this card. It's coming with a celebration. People gonna be watching. Yeah, God's setting something up to where everybody that you had to walk away from over here competing, they gonna have to see you for who you always was, the King of Pentacles, upright, wealthy, leader, abundant, prosperous, just by being who you are. You don't have to do nothing. But they tricked you. This is what this was. They tricked you into believing that you had to compete with them. And when you came down to their level, which is what you did because you're an earth angel, you already vibrate high. So that's why, and I was going to say hard, you already vibrate hard. Strong, hard, strong. You vibrate so strong that's what this was. You vibrated from a very young child so high that it disrupt the darkness in other people. But they finna see you for who you truly, for who God purposed you to be. Mm-mm-mm. What else does the collective need to know here, Spirit? Please and thank you. Bottom, memories. Something about this too has to do with this card says you are reflecting on a past love experiences. You are reflecting on past love experiences, cherishing the warmth and lessons from previous relationships. So, a lot of you, because I got a card here earlier that Spirit wanted me to look at about a new love. So, a lot of you have a new love coming in here, and that might be a channel for the next video. But God is saying, here, you're ready. You're ready. You're ready. And here it says conflict is escalating and resolutions seem out of reach. Avoid emotional reactions and seek peaceful solutions. So, and I feel like that's the reason why I was getting a lot of channeling in my dreams about water, because this is the emotional time, right? But God is asking you to keep your emotions in check right now. Keep your emotions in check. I'm getting look to the hills where my health come from, because my health come from the Lord. Now, amen. Because what I'm getting is because these two cards are standing out here for me with the conflicts and the competition. So that's just telling me that whatever past energy is trying to creep back up here. But you free from this. You free. You done walked away. You didn't accept it who you are. You didn't got that insight right here with the hangman in reverse. You didn't got that the halo is all over your head. You are an earth angel, baby. Mm. I'm going to pull an animal oracle because I got a lot of symbolism around animals, elephants, spiders coming through right now. So, what guidance is a wolf has been coming through heavy, and actually, this is not even the right way. So, 3 and 9 reduces down to 11. 11 reduces down to 2. Preparation. What are you being again? God is preparing you for something. The timber wolf here, instinct, guidance, belonging. God is explaining he telling me right now, you belong to him. You belong to him. You don't belong to anybody else but the most high God. You are a sovereign being. Whoever I'm talking to, you are a sovereign being, and you know that. You know that. You just felt chills on that. That's your body remembering who you are. Remembering who you are. One card, please, Spirit. What guidance do we need for the next phase in this collective? $31 is coming up in my head and on the clock right now. A B, creative, black cockatoo. God is be creative in your endeavors. Be created, be creative and confident in your communication because God is guiding you and you're protected by your ancestors. This is your purpose. Your ancestors, you are the chosen one. You are the one your ancestors chose. Because we got this card is 31, which reduces down to 4. 4 is the ancestral realm, ancestral roots, protection, pillars. And then we have the black cockatoo, which represents confidence, herald, companionship is out here again. So for a lot of you, there's a love coming in here. There's a love coming in here. There's either a divine partnership or your soul family is rushing in here. This is also 4 and 9, 4 and 5 reduced down to 9, which represents endings, which also represents the hermit, which here you're coming out of hermit mode. You're coming out of solitude. You're coming out of this rest season. God is bringing you out. For a lot of you, you're going to have to travel. You have to, God is going to set you out on an adventure to meet your soul family. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then we got here the timber wolf. 3, 9, 12 again. Because here you rest and you contemplated on who you was. God was giving you downloads here because you was in this hangman position. God was giving you downloads and you realize 4 and 8 here reduced down to 12. You one of God's disciples, which also reduced down to 3. Connection. Connection. You're connected to the Most High. Here, 3, 9, 12. Reduce down to 3. Instinct, guidance, belonging, order. You belong to the Most High. God has been guiding you. You have been divinely guided on this journey. No, y'all don't want me to get this message out. I know I keep stuttering on my words. My throat chakra has been blocked during this channel. That's how I know I need to get this out. Amen. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else here for the collective here, Spirit? Please and thank you. One more card from my ancestors. Oracle. And Spirit is already saying, see, look at the bottom of this card. Earth Guardian. Stay rooted. Stay grounded. Baby, you are an earth angel. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are a earth angel. Okay? Spirit already let me know whatever card comes out, I am to also read the guidance that comes along with it. Let's get some extra insight for this last pull here. Thank you, Spirit. And I've been guided to say, because I have been sick getting this channel, some of you also might be experiencing some type of illness or some type of health concern. Here also with the King of Pentacles. Pentacles represents wealth and health. A lot of times we like to talk about it in terms of wealth, but whatever was going on here, this caused you some major health concerns. Some of you may have some autoimmune illnesses coming through here, and that the doctors can't figure out how to even control or what can actually really help you. And a lot of you may have been dealing with this for a very long time. But I'm also being guided to say that everything is spiritual. Any sickness is connected to spirituality. And a lot of times when there is an autoimmune disease, those are very much spiritual, and they come from a place of a spiritual gifting. And I'm hoping I'm saying that in a way that you can receive it. But a lot of you have figured this out. A lot of you could resonate with shamanism. I'm also getting bring it to me, Spirit. A story where is it God said out you'll have a thorn, something about a thorn in your side that's coming through. You'll always have that thorn. It's almost like this illness is it's God's way of marking you for something greater. Yeah. Okay. One more here, Spirit, angels, ancestors of the highest light and truth. Thank you so much for this message. Ugh, Hermit in reverse. The Hermit came out over here in reverse. So I'm gonna keep it there. Yeah, you coming out of that's just confirmation that you coming out of hermit mode. They finna see you. Okay. Let's read what this says. The message: take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The Hermit card is one of solitude and meditation, inspired by the wandering men of India, known as sadhus. In the Hindu tradition, and some of you, I'm also getting while I'm reading this that some of you might also resonate with Indian culture or Hindu tradition. It represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within. And if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the messages that are rising up inside. The cross legged meditation position of the cave dwelling, I hope I'm saying that right, sadhu, on the card is an invitation to harness the power of your meditation practice. This Hindu Sri Yantra symbol behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, hence support from Mother, Father, God. Yes, that's what I was getting in this channel a couple days ago, that you have you have brought your masculine and feminine energies into alignment. And because of that, God is saying that it is okay for you to open your heart space. And you have support. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may be becoming draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So, you are being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over involvement could impede the process. So, retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often we rush in, we don't see how destruction, often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. So, what I was getting during that, even with this card coming out in reverse, a lot of you have been working on what God has been placing on the inside of you. You've been getting yourself ready, you've been getting yourself prepared, but God is also letting you know that balance is necessary. Balance is necessary for this next season, actually, for the rest of your life. Let's just put it plainly, for the rest of your life. Balance is necessary. And it's necessary because you hold the type of power to where you could easily crumble. But you're at a place right now that God is making you so strong so that you can be that pillar. You can be that pillar for you, for yourself. I just want one more here. Warrior, be fearless, stand strong. One more here. Just one, Spirit, please and thank you. You gave me two anyway, so I'm going to take it. Okay, so drum. What I'm getting with this card is that you're the type of person that's always marched to the beat of your own drum. And God is saying, please continue that. I have summer here too. So for some of you, and where it's right here where the breakthrough card is. Some of you might be experiencing this breakthrough in the summertime here. But nevertheless, bask in your joy, bask in your light. March to the beat of your own drum here. I do want to read what it also says for summer. Rise up, open your wings, and shine. Bring your projects and plans into the light, into manifestation. Literally, Page of Pentacles manifestation, summer manifestation. You're manifesting you number one, you have manifested this new beginning. This was meant to happen. You're now urged to march at the beat of your own drum and to continue to manifest. Continue to manifest the life that you desire. Remember who you are. Reflect on your past experiences, things that you do not want. Do not continue to dwell on those things. These things, if you continue to dwell on the past, they will deplete you. They will get in the way of your manifestations. Because you are such a light being. B came out twice here. And what's coming through on this channel is B is also a representation of belonging. You belong to God. You belong to a collective that's here to raise the vibration, that's here to bring joy and light. Here, I'm going to read the extended message. This is for someone. This is a perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I'm getting Seven of Pentacles in my mind's eye right now, the number 7. So whoever you are, you have been seeing this number heavily. This is a perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too. Allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides, Angels and ancestor guides are now encouraging you to enjoy this moment, not to rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is an inspiration directly from the divine. Just like I said earlier, you have been getting these messages from the divine. Trust your intuition. They are guiding you to the life that you desire. Then the last part says, when the summer card arrives in the future position, or as the last card in the reading, it indicates that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regarding to your question or your intentions. So yes, for a lot of you, this breakthrough opportunity is coming in the summertime. And God is giving you a lot of time to rest, to relax, to bask in who you are, to dream, to journey, to manifest the life that you desire. Remember, divine timing is a thing. God's timing matters. I'm going to leave it here, my loves. Spirit, thank you for speaking to us clearly. Thank you for guiding our dreams, our intuition, our inner knowing. As we move through this season of spiritual integration, help us release what no longer belongs to us and step fully into the version of ourselves you are calling forward. Protect our minds as we sleep. Protect our hearts as we evolve. Protect our paths as we awaken. Anything that is closing, let it close gently. Anything that is rising, let it rise boldly. Anything meant for us, let it arrive in clarity and confirmation. Give us discernment, give us peace, give us alignment. As we walk into this next phase, remind us that we are guided, covered, and supported every step of the way. May our dreams continue to speak truth. May our intuition sharpen. May our purpose unfold with ease. And so it is. Thank you for being here with me, my loves. Until next time.